and say no.
What is going on, everybody, and welcome to a brand new episode of Trading to Glory. Today, we're going to be talking about how to make coins during Road to the Final, the new promotion dropping later today. You might be asking, and a very good question is, how do you know how to make coins on these cards when you don't even know who's in the promotion yet? Which is a very good point, because I don't know the exact cards that I'll be buying yet, and I don't even know if I'm going to be buying right when the promotion drops. But what I'm going to be looking for is complements to cards that'll be used in Weekend League, or cards that'll just generally be in demand during this promo. So a lot of that comes from SBCs, because if there's a very affordable, good value SBC, a lot of people do it. It can have a very big effect on not only the cards that are required for the SBC, which isn't what this video is going to be about. It'll also have an effect on what cards link to that SBC card. That's what this video is going to be about. So let's give an example of when this happened already in FIFA 20. So just a couple weeks ago, like 2 weeks ago, we saw the Scream PK SBC in our most recent promotion, the Ultimate Scream. PK dropped as an SBC and it was pretty affordable. I even did that SBC, as you can see here. I've got him down there at center back linking with Sergio Ramos, but all the cards that linked to PK that were very usable, that really helped people get him into the team, they rose in price, especially Ter Stegen. So let's go ahead and take a look at the graph of Ter Stegen and see how he fluctuated during this time. So here's Marc-Andre Ter Stegen's price, and this is FUTBIN if you're unfamiliar with this. It basically tracks the prices of players in FIFA Ultimate Team. It doesn't update immediately, so not always is it completely accurate, but it's a good way to check the graph and see how prices have fluctuated over the past. And this is what we're doing right now. You scroll down and you can see the graph for Marc-Andre Ter Stegen from the beginning of FIFA 20 all the way up until now. And what you'll notice is that big jump in price from right here, Tuesday, October 29th, where on Xbox he was about 40,000 coins, and on PlayStation he was about 44,000 coins. And after that PK SBC dropped, he went up to 61,000 coins on Xbox, and he went up to 66,000 coins on PlayStation. And even to this day, he's still up there in price, way higher than what he was before this PK SBC dropped. And it's caused a significant launch in demand and in price for Ter Stegen. So that's exactly what we need to be looking for in Road to the Final. Are there going to be any cards in packs that are lower rated, maybe, that a lot of people want to use? Kind of similar to the Bernard. It was not too high rated, but it was quite a good card, and a lot of people could afford that and go ahead and try him out in their Premier League teams. The only issue with that is the only card that really had any price change because of it was Lucas Digne, and it wasn't too significant because that Lucas Digne was obviously still in packs. He's only 83 rated, and during a promotion it's kind of hard to stay up in price, especially if you're only 83 rated. So that didn't really have as big of an effect on complement trading, which is what this is called. That term coined by the Agia, Nishal, FUT trading. I'll leave his link in the description because he's awesome. But he's kind of the guy who has mastered this and really put complement trading out there. Although, obviously, it's been done for a few years. He's the one who's kind of hit the nail on the head with it. So I'll leave his link in the description. If you guys have more questions about it, I'm sure he'd be more than happy to help on his Twitter. Make sure to go follow him. But those complements really go up in price when you get a card like PK into SBCs. And Road to the Final cards are not only going to be in the packs, they're also going to be in squad building challenges. And if it is affordable, if people want to do that, if it's in demand, similar to that PK SBC, any links need to be the first thought that comes to your head. Because I think what a lot of people do is they get lost in rash investing. Maybe a card like, I don't know, just randomly throwing it out there, Jadon Sancho gets a Road to the Final card, right? And it cost an 87 rated squad to do it. And people will go out and absolutely go crazy on getting 87s like Vertonghen, Alderweireld. They'll get Keylor Navas, and they'll just be buying up these cards as quick as they can. And if they're lucky, they'll make like 1 to 2K, 3K per card on their rash investing, which is fine. but there's so much more profit that can be made if you take a look at that Sancho and you're like, okay, he's English, he's Dortmund, he's right wing. What links to that can fit him in the squad? So the first thing that comes to mind for me, it's Kyle Walker's new inform. Kyle Walker, his new inform would link to that Jadon Sancho. I think a lot of people would try to link that up. What else? Well, on Wednesday, you're going to have that Achraf Hakimi, soon you could see an Achraf Hakimi right back card for UCL group stage. That comes to mind. Strikers from Dortmund, nothing but Marco Reus comes to mind. You could definitely link that up somehow. So Marco Reus might rise in price a ton. So those are the cards that kind of come to my mind that could be affected by everybody going out and getting themselves a Jadon Sancho. So that's definitely something to consider. Right now, with Player of the Month Vardy coming out tomorrow, another thing comes to mind. It's obviously an English striker, Premier League. Who comes to mind? Raheem Sterling. That's the first thing that comes to mind for me. Raheem Sterling can link up with the Jamie Vardy. And I think a lot of people that get Jamie Vardy are probably going to get Raheem Sterling as well to go ahead and link with it. And he's like, what, 130,000 coins right now? So that Raheem Sterling, although it's a little bit more expensive, you're going to have to consider the 5% tax. I think he could go from 126,000 coins up to 140K, which would equal about 8 to 9K profit after tax, which I think would be worth picking up maybe a Raheem Sterling for that. I'm going to be liquidating my coins tonight because I've actually invested beforehand for the Jamie Vardy. I picked up a ton of Chilwells, ELYYT Perez, and I'm actually selling them on during this episode. We picked those up in the last episode if you guys have been keeping up with our Trading to Glory series, which if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet for the Trading to Glory series, make sure you do that right now. It's easy, it's free, and based on the analytics, about 65% of the people that actually watch my videos aren't subscribed. So you guys are finding this through recommendations or through the search bar. And you guys need to hit that sub button to help yourself out. You're helping me out, obviously, but you're helping yourself out as well. So we picked up all these Chilwells up for like less than 13,000. I think I spent 13.5 at the most on any of these. As you can see, I scroll through and pretty much all of them are 13K and less. And I've got a ton of them. And right now they're selling for a little over 15,000 coins. We've already got a few of them to sell. I've still got a ton more to sell, like 40 left to sell. But yeah, they are selling for more than 15K. And that adds up when you buy that many. I'm making like 2 to 3K per card. Same thing for ELYYT Perez, who I got for about 11.5 and less. And that should shoot us up to over 3 million coins. No FIFA points. And I really haven't played too many games. Haven't played any FUT chance. Barely played any division rivals. I pretty much played like I've got the 30 wins in Division Rival. That's about it. But yeah, that's basically the premise of the Trading to Glory. It's a series focused on making coins from scratch, and we're gonna be uploading videos during Road to the Final. And I'm going to give you guys updates, not only on here, but on Twitch, about what Road to the Final cards we're looking at. So let's go ahead and take one more example before we end, I guess, a shorter episode of Trading to Glory. I definitely just want to get some ideas in your head for what to expect for Road to the Final. Also, before we end the video, I'm going to talk about Black Friday. But let's give one more example on like something that could possibly pop up in an SBC. Let's go ahead and take Tomori, the Chelsea center back. It's a card. This guy's kind of getting some hype. I don't know. It's just a random kind of card that comes to mind that could get like a Road to the Final card, given the fact that he's, you know, a decent silver card. I don't know. But this Tomori card could get a Road to the Final SBC, right? And it might be like, you know, 81 rated or something. And since it's Chelsea, since it's a good actually silver, his upgrade will be quite good, and I think a lot of people will do it. So Fikayo Tomori is a center back from Chelsea, and it's a decent card. So what are the cards that come to mind? Again, Kyle Walker. Kyle Walker again would get a strong link here to Tomori. Next thing is Kepa. Kepa, the goalkeeper from Chelsea. It's a very usable card. It's not like Ter Stegen, don't get me wrong, but definitely could rise a couple K in price, especially given the fact that it's an 84 rated as well. An 84 rated card like Kepa is definitely going to have demand for not only in-game, but also for SBCs as well, so I think that'd be a good one to pick up. When it comes to other center backs from Chelsea, you obviously don't have David Luiz anymore, and the best ones are really going to be like Christensen, so I don't really like that investment. But once you get into the midfield, maybe Conte. Conte could be affected by his card dropping into the game. When it comes to left back, you got like Marcos Alonso, which I don't think people will use, so I would probably stick with Kepa. I'd stick with Conte, maybe, and then Kyle Walker as well. So those three are kind of the cards that come to mind. So that's kind of the mentality you guys have to have when these new cards come out. I want that to be the first thing you think of, and then rash investing is what you should think of next. All right, so go first compliments, second rash investing. That's what you guys need to be focused on this week to maximize the amount of coins you can make on all these new cards dropping. I mean, it's a promotion, and despite the fact that EA are dropping more promotions in FIFA than in previous years, I guess not 19, they did drop a lot of 19 as well, but you got to take advantage of every promotion, whether they're happening every 2 weeks or happening every 2 months. Take advantage of every single promotion and make as many coins during that time as possible, because it is going to be easier to make coins during a promotion than when the market is a little bit more stable. Yeah, you like when the market stabilizes. If you're invested, cards will gradually rise up in price, but the chaos of a promotion is really where we thrive, because if we stay one step ahead of the competition, we're going to be making so many more coins than what you would be making even as an elite player in FUT Champions. So that is what we are focused on this week. I don't even have a team right now because, one, this promotion's about to drop. I didn't see any really reason for me to reinvest in a team after I sold it a couple episodes ago, because I figured, yes, it's already rising, so I'm a little late to the party. I've already sold these cards into the rise, of course, and then I just didn't see an opportunity to pick up cards. I knew that another promotion was probably going to come soon, and guys, we are only 20 days away from Black Friday. Yes, I've already talked about it a little bit, but it's time to really start thinking about this. How long are you going to hold your team right now? Do you want to hold on to your 2 million coin team for very much longer? I'd say probably not. Take any advantage you can or any opportunity you can to make coins off of this, because you still have a little over a week, I'd say, to actually sell this team for a good amount of coins. But do not wait until the Black Friday hype starts, because once the cards start dropping, they're not going to stop for a few weeks. These cards are going to absolutely tank if they're in your team right now, unless it's a card like Hullet or Messi or Ronaldo or Ronaldinho. These cards will actually rise in Black Friday, but those cards are few and far between. Most of us have cards still that are like 85 rated and below. If you think those cards are going to hold their value during one of the biggest promotions of the year in terms of supply, you're absolutely mistaken. Cards that are currently going for 10K might be going for discard price after Black Friday. Let's think of a few examples of cards that could actually crash the most. So when I take a look at 83 rated cards right now, there are some very usable 83s, guys. There are some absolutely very usable 83 rated cards in the game. One of these that are, very in demand, a very good card, people really do like him, is Marcus Rashford. All right, Marcus Rashford is currently going for about 32 to 33,000 coins. This card could very well drop about 60% of his price. I can see him going from 30K all the way down from 30K, and then in 3 weeks, say, the first day of December or something like that, maybe the last day of November, this card could be not 30K, but 8K. It's very possible that he drops absolutely that much in price during this time. These cards will absolutely crash. Same thing for Anthony Martial. He might be 17,000 coins right now. That card could be 5,000 coins after Black Friday. Maybe lower. It depends. But they're not going to hold this price. So the lower rated cards are definitely in more threat of dropping in price. Now, if you have an 83 rated card that's already discard price, you're not running any risk. In fact, you're probably going to make profit, because during these promotions, there's always SBCs, and that means there's always demand for cards like 83 to 85 rated. If they're discard price, they're SBC fodder, and they don't really follow the trends of how much supply comes out, because they could be artificially increased or inflated because of these SBCs. Another card is Lucas. He's another 83 that's going to plummet a ton. I mean, I'd say everything up to about 86 rated is something you don't want to be holding on anymore. If you're holding on to something that's like 87 rated or above, you better hope that's like an Mbappe or something, because everything else is really going to be dropping as well. They could hold their value a little bit better, but you got to still understand that O-Block is going to be packed a lot more than normal, even during that promo. So unless there's another SBC that is artificially inflating O-Block, that card could just plummet as well. Again, Messi and Ronaldo are pretty safe because not only are they cards that are so high rated that they won't get packed that much even with Black Friday, but another thing to consider during Black Friday or during any promotion is the fact that coins enter the game. And what that means is that people have more buying power, and when they have more buying power, what they want to buy, what team you want to get, those cards will go up in price. They'll actually go up in price, especially cards that are out of packs. So if there is something like an icon that might not be packed very much at all, or it's out of packs or something like that, because the base icons will go out of packs, those things will go up in price because of the fact that there's more coins in the game. So the added buying power kind of outweighs the fact that 3 or 4 of these were packed during the promotion. So Ronaldinho will actually go up in price, or Ronaldo will go up in price during this time. Until there's a cheaper alternative for a Cristiano Ronaldo or a Lionel Messi, which normally comes around January when Team of the Year drops, these cards will rise after these promotions are over. So those are safer investments. Those are safer cards to hold on to. But anything that's lower rated, again, something you want to get out of your club as soon as you possibly can. And I'm just giving you this warning right now, all right? Fair warning. It's November 8th, all right? Get those 83s out of your club. I'm just warning you right now, because in about 20 days, you're going to be wishing you listened to this video if you didn't sell your 83s. And I'm not saying panic sell, all right? You got time. But I just want to let you guys know and give you a fair warning that these things are not holding their value much longer. Anyways, guys, that's going to be it for today's episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you learned something, and if you did, make sure to slap a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.